Hi, everybody. Kevin Barheit here. Thanks for tuning in. We've been working through the 5 pillars. We've made it through the last 4 videos, which is the first 4 pillars. And today we're going to focus on pillar number 5, which is have a relationship with a higher power. I was thinking when I came home from my first meeting and my friend asked me how it was, I remember saying that if I could have just 5% of what I saw in those people today in that room, I'd be happy for the rest of my life. During those early days of recovery, it was all I could do just to keep myself focused on getting to meetings and working with my sponsor. I wasn't really so aware of what was happening. And what I really didn't realize was happening is each one of the pillars, as I worked them in my life, I was already developing a relationship with a power greater than myself. And the key word here for me is relationship. I want to have a relationship with a power greater than myself. I want to have a relationship with a higher power in my life, of my own understanding. And a relationship with a higher power, to me, is just like a relationship in every other area of my life. And that's why the first 4 pillars have been so important. When I go to meetings and I meet with people and I sit with people and I see the sparkle in their eyes, I am starting to have a relationship with other people. And through that, I'm starting to practice how to have a relationship with a higher power. When I have a relationship with my sponsor, when I ask for a sponsor and we start sitting down and talking together, that's pretty scary when I first did that. But as I develop that relationship and that ease and that give and take that happens between 2 people, the more intimate kind of details that happens, I'm practicing, I'm starting to ground myself in what it means to have a healthy relationship with another person, which is also practicing how to have a healthy relationship with a power greater than myself. And especially when I'm working the 4th pillar, especially when I'm doing service with another person, sponsoring someone else, that's when I really have to be aware of that relationship with that other person, that relationship with the person who actually needs my help and wants me to be a part of their recovery. I can't do that on my own. I have to make sure that my higher power is in the room every moment that I'm working with someone else. Just as I have those relationships with them and develop an understanding of who they are to me and who I am to them, that's the same kind of relationship I want with my higher power. When I have a relationship with a friend, when I have a relationship with my wife, when I have a relationship with my parents or my children or the people I work with or someone that I sponsor, I don't define them. I come to understand them. And that understanding grows and it deepens over time. My higher power isn't turning me into a puppet and changing me, but in the relationship that I develop with my higher power, I can't help but be changed. And that's why it's not important to me to tell you my definition or my understanding of who my higher power is and what it means to me. What's important to me is that I have one and that I hope through the extension of you knowing me, you'll understand a little bit of who my higher power is. Just like I wouldn't have to tell you every detail of my sponsor, wouldn't have to tell you his first name, his middle name, his last name, all the things that he said, all the things that he believes, all the things that he knows, and all the things that he's afraid of and all the things he hopes for. I wouldn't have to tell you any of that. What you need to know is that I have a sponsor and that I've been affected by having a sponsor and he's been affected by having me in his life. It's the same thing with a higher power. My higher power and I have a deepening relationship. And because the word here is relationship, just like with every relationship, the key is time and quality. The quality time that I have with people in the rooms, the quality time I have with my sponsor, the quality time I spend with others when I'm working and doing service with them. That quality time develops the relationship, deepens the understanding. And every meeting that I go to, and every moment that I spend with my sponsor, and every time I work the 12 steps, and all the 12-step work that I do with others, that all grounds me in my relationship with my higher power. Battling against addiction and alcoholism is impossible on my own. I don't want to do it on my own. Doing it with other people is a primary benefit to me and them. Doing it with my higher power is essential. I was having coffee with one of the fellows that I sponsor the other day, and we were talking about how in the literature it says that this is too much for us to do alone, but that we can get relief from this, that God could and would if he were sought. And I was talking to another very good friend of mine, someone that I got sober with over 30 years ago. We actually had the same sponsor once upon a time. And we were talking about another phrase in the literature. It said, there is one that has all power, That one is God. May you find him now. That phrase, may you find him now, I always focused on the word find. And he thought out loud, what if we focus on the word now? My higher power is right here in this moment. And if I can know that the actual find God now is now, while I'm making this video, while I'm sitting in a meeting, while I'm sitting speaking with my sponsor, working the steps, doing service in any form that I do. When I'm doing that, my higher power is with me. That relationship deepens in every moment. That relationship is deepening with my higher power right now as I'm speaking, right now as I'm making this video, right now as you're listening. I was having lunch with my mother today at the local diner, and we got talking about her relationship with God, her relationship with her higher power. And that discussion led to one word, humility. And I asked her what humility meant to her. And her words exactly were listening and being open to other people. Being humble was tantamount to her in her relationship with other people. And I think that's exactly why I do this. That's exactly why I'm making these videos. That's exactly why I go to meetings and work with my sponsor and work with other people in the program. I want to stay humble. And I know that if I stay humble, I'll stay open. And if I stay open, I can deepen that relationship with other people and with my higher power. And that's going to keep me sober. And that's going to keep my life on track. I'm really grateful that you've spent the time watching this video. I'm really grateful if you spent the time watching the series. If nothing else, I hope that you understand why I'm doing this. It's about relationship. It's about relationship with you. It's about relationship with others. And in the end, about a relationship with my higher power and your higher power. I hope we can deepen the relationship between us over time. Please watch some of the other videos. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't. Click like. Share this with other folks. I hope this community continues to grow. Thank you so much again for your time. Take care.